Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a fun team you can use for this class trial in Warden class. I always like to keep these teams mythic free for the benefit of newer players to the game. It gives you more chance of making the team that I've come up with. Now, this team is going to be fairly straightforward to use, but do grab a tier 1 if you can from the shop. This gives you the potion of enchantment amongst other things, which means all your troops start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for this event only. If you're going to buy these tiers anyway, and you're going to go up to tier 5, you will pick up the Warden's Gauntlets. But don't go to tier 5 on purpose just to get these, thinking you're getting something spectacular, because you're not. It's just okay. Destroys a Rowan column and deals a low amount of scatter damage boosted by the green gems destroyed. It's nothing fantastic, and when you achieve 250 class wins in Warden class, you will get this for free anyway. Right, so onto the team itself. You can do any of these battles in any order you want. I just start from the first and go onwards like that. But this is the team I'm going for. Now, bear in mind that the early stages are going to be really simple. You're going to be like one-shotting the entire opponent. So for the first bunch of battles, I'd just pick something that is your favourite damage to wall weapon. Just type in damage to wall if you don't know what it is. If you're not sure what weapons you've got, I like to go Black Manacles. Does good damage to wall and a 20% chance of a devour at the same time. Chuck that in there. For the early stages, when you're wiping out the enemy, just concentrate on getting that charged up, and you'll just blitz through the early stages really fast. Now, when you've stopped one-shotting the opponents and things are slowing down a bit on that, you're going to want to concentrate on other troops at the same time. Now, let's go back to the weapon I had there before, which was Twin Claws. There it is. What this does, it explodes green gems, grants a random status effect to beasts, and summons a beast. So really good. Explodes the gems we use, charge up the team nice and fast. But now we're going to concentrate on a skull damage, and hideous skull damage at that. Forest Guardian transforms purple to skulls and brown to green. We don't use browns. It is good to actually transform them away into a colour which we do use. And it also gives 50% start to all our team, because we are beasts throughout. Direwolf can be cast when you've killed the top troop, or you don't have the top troop entangled anymore, because it entangles and Hunter's Marks the first enemy. Hunter's Mark also means it takes double skull damage, which is going to be hideous for the opposition, because Fenrir gives an ally magic-based attack and life, and if the ally is a beast, it gives double the effect. So you're going to boost up the attack on your top troop, typically give them a whole load of life, which keeps them really tanky and strong at the front place, as well as maybe, if you like, have something like that going on where they can be Hunter's Marked at the same time and then take double damage from whatever you're going to give them in the first place, which is going to be hideous because Fenrir is going to boost it up, and then you're going to create a load of skulls. That is how it's going to work, and we also get a barrier for everybody. So fairly easy, but you do have to look out for those conversions of purple to skulls. But you can just cast it sometimes, because if the top troop is entangled, even if you leave a skull hit for the opposition, if they're entangled, they're not going to do anything. And you're going to get a barrier as well. So even if the enemy below them doesn't have an entangle, the first hit is going to be a barrier anyway. So you can cast your Forest Guardians kind of willy-nilly, if you like, and then just trade skull hits. But the first one or two at least aren't going to matter, but yours are going to devastate the opposition. Right, the banner for this is, the best one is +2 green, +1 yellow, -1 brown armoured banner. It is a warband banner, so it is a funny one, which you may not have. If you don't have that, then the next best one is the spider banner from Eldrazi, +2 green, +1 purple, -1 red. And we're going to be in Warden class for this. Okay, traits. Allied beasts gain 2 life. Allies gain 5 armor. And the talent trees, hunt, really good. Hunters mark a random enemy on 4 or 5 of a kind. This one here is irrelevant. Root trap, always good to start with the first troop entangled in skull-based teams. Keeps you safe from any skull hits, and it means you can cast your Forest Guardian as you please. Nature's Aura, create a leaf storm at the start is good, because we want green more than anything in general with this team. Wall of Vines, all green allies gain 5 armor. Banishment. Dispel all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches. And Harvest Moon. All Wargear allies gain 2 life every turn. The only Wargear in our team is Fenrir, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Alright, on to the battles. Okay, as I said at the beginning, early stages, we're just going to use a whatever damage to wall weapon you've got. Chuck on your best damage to wall weapon, concentrate on that. It's going to be very, very straightforward in the early stages. Just get your damage to wall weapon up. We'll wipe out the enemy. You're going to be starting with 50% mana because of the Forest Guardian. It's going to be enchanted. It's going to be ready to go really, really quickly. And you're just going to deal damage to them with this weapon until you stop one-shotting the entire opponent. And that is when you can change the weapon to one that I'll show you in a second. But I'll just do a few battles like this, just to show how very much straightforward this is. Even if it doesn't give you your mana colour. Oh, Mr. Purple there. Because of the enchantment, you're still going to be ready to go really quickly. Not even really thinking about the other troops. You can use this one to finish off any lingerers. So I'll just do one more battle with this. Then I'll change the weapon to the one which I'll change to when you stop one-shotting the opponent with your damage to all weapon. Still grab any 4 matches, why not? Nice bit of brown. You can use this if you want to entangle the first enemy and give them some damage. Damage to all. Everybody's nearly dead. I'm just going to cast that, see what happens. Didn't even look because I don't need to. And get rid of them. Right, so we're using that weapon or your favourite damage to all weapon all the while you're wiping through these quite quickly. And then we can change to something else. What I'd really like for this is Twin Claws. Explodes green gems based on your magic, then grants a random status effect to all beast allies, which is the entire team, and has a summon at the same time. So we can pop that in there. And the cool thing about this is it uses purple and yellow, so it doesn't mana block some of our favourite troops. So the way we'll be using this now is we'll be charging up the team with this. We'll be looking at skull damage more than anything. So Forest Guardian will be looking out for that purple to skulls and brown to green. So we're going to charge up all our troops here. We can keep the top troop entangled if we want to by casting this one if they're dangerous. But apart from that, we'll be looking to just wreck them with skull damage. So let's go back in. And you can do it with the damage to all weapon. Just get that charged up again sort of thing. That will work pretty quickly. But we'll look for purple or yellow. And if we haven't got that, we'll try and get our other troops ready to go. So you can cast this if you want, but I like to wait until the first enemy's gone because it always entangles and hunters marks the first enemy. And because of our champion talents, the first troop starts entangled anyway. So it's better to get rid of them first. And then you can cast this, okay, to get the next troop entangled and continue it from there. Cast that. And now we can look out for this if we like. Transform a purple to skulls and green to brown, or brown to green even. So purple to skulls, you can have a look if you do anything good. We've got a really nice match here. All these skulls are going to be doing really good damage. And this is without the boost yet. We could cast our Fenrir onto our top troop, get a massive boost in attack. Depending upon your attack level. Like mine's quite good anyway. But when you cast Fenrir on that top troop, you're going to give them that amount of attack and life, which is written in purple, but it's going to be doubled. So if yours says, if you're a newer player, for example, and it says give them 15 attack, actually that's going to be 30 attack and life, which is a significant boost. You can always keep on casting this as well, remember, to entangle an enemy and do a little bit of damage. There's the old Valraven. Normally looking to get the weapon up if we can. It's going to generate a load of mana for the team. Explodes the green gems. There we go, look at that. Everybody's charged up, ready to go. We can take a look at this now if we like. Purple to skulls, brown to green. I mean, you can, if you've got the top troop entangled, you can actually just go for it straight away if you like, but let's see the effect of Fenrir. 84 attack right now. Bang, 176. Any skull hits now are just going to demolish the opponent. I can take the odd hit. We can swap skulls all day long, and we are going to win this battle without any shadow of a doubt. If you want to get the next troop entangled, just make sure you're safe from any lingering skull hits. You can cast your Direwolf. That makes us safe. Let's do some more explodey stuff. Any skull hits are just going to wreck them, and it's done. Right, so I'm just going to keep this a short video today because I have Guild Wars still to do. So that is the team I would use for this. It's pretty good, pretty fun when you get those massive skull damage hits. But there it is. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. And I'll catch you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.